It has to do with the iPhone 4. It's been in the news a lot lately. And the reason why it's in the news now is because Consumer Reports did a report on it, and they say that they cannot endorse the iPhone 4 because of the reception problems that it has. And what's interesting about this is iPhone or Apple still hasn't responded or still hasn't recalled the iPhone 4, even though Consumer Reports says that they cannot recommend the phone, even though people are complaining about the reception issues that they're having about it. I mean, the only thing that really happened is Steve Jobs released a statement saying, you guys are holding it wrong, just hold it the right way and everything will be all right. And they're not doing anything to fix this problem. So it's a really bad PR move on their part. But who knows what the future holds. Cult of Mac says that it is inevitable that there will be an iPhone 4 recall soon.
I don't know if is it arrogance on the part of Steve Jobs? How high do you take this up? And I know very little about Steve Jobs, and I'm sure Andrew, our resident Mac expert, would always have something to say on this. I think I hear him crying softly in the background over the fate of his iPhone. But no, like, does it go up to the top? Is it as simple as this guy is just because Apple has become such a giant with iPhone and iTunes that he just feels like invincible? Would any other company have done this? Would Bill Gates have done this? Maybe they would have.
Well, Bill Gates puts out crappy products all the time, always has.
Touche.
But I think this is a story of everything working exactly as it should. Apple puts out this product which emphasizes more of the other features rather than the phone. People like it, so they buy it. The magazine can't endorse it, nor should they, because it's not a good phone. Apple's being cautious, maybe too cautious at this point, dangerously so, in their statements, public statements.
This report talks about how people buy iPhones because it's an emotional thing. It's more about wanting to be perceived as hip and cool and cutting edge, and buying an Apple product to just look like the cool guy. Like,
right.
Oh, look at me. I got cutting edge technology. It's the iPhone. It's all about the look.
Keep up with the Jones, yeah.
And as you mentioned, the iPhone 4 has so many other amazing features that some people don't even really care about the fact that it drops calls and
Right.
it has crappy reception if you hold it wrong.